Hi guys, it's Comic Book Movie Fan Productions. With Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald, the newest installment in the Harry Potter franchise coming out into theaters this weekend as of this recording, it's time to rank all 10 Harry Potter films from worst to best. Coming in last place, number 10 is Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. Starting off this list is the newest installment and the weakest, in my opinion. This isn't an awful movie, just average. The actors from the previous Fantastic Beasts movies like Eddie Redmayne, Dan Fogler, Catherine Watterson, Ezra Miller, and the new additions like Jude Law as Dumbledore, Zoe Kravitz, and Johnny Depp as the title character Grindelwald all give really good performances. The film is visually great and has a lot of good effects and does have cute animals and some funny jokes and good direction. Its biggest problem is the script. It's bogged down with way too many subplots and characters, had an underwhelming ending, and is way too long. It's okay, but it's a definite step down from the previous Fantastic Beasts movie and the franchise in general. Let's hope they improve with the future installments. Coming in number 9 is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or Philosopher's Stone, depending on where you live. This is a massive step up from The Crimes of Grindelwald, the start of this whole franchise. Even though it's one of my least favorites, it's still good. All the actors are solid, especially Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Emma Watson as three most iconic characters in the whole series. The thing that this film does best is introduce you to this world, and with the solid script, acting, and direction, it's brought to life. The problems that hold this film back are some of the effects don't hold up, some unnecessary characters, a weak villain, and a bland final battle, but still good. Coming in number 8 is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. This installment is slightly better than Sorcerer's/Philosopher's Stone, but it's a step down from the previous installments and the ones that came after for the most part. Not to say it's bad, it's still good. The acting is solid, the effects are good, the score is good, but what really gives the movie its strength is how it delves deep into Voldemort and his past with one of the professors that work at the school, and how he connects to Dumbledore, and his character is also explored. It also has a great ending. The problems with this movie is that some of it doesn't feel like a Harry Potter movie. The school scenes aren't really that interesting, especially the Ron-Hermione love triangle. It has a very damp and dark look to it, which I didn't like and didn't really fit the tone. But still a good installment. Coming in number 7 is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This installment in the franchise was good. Good acting, cinematography, direction, the average things a Harry Potter movie gets right. What it does well is Robert Pattinson's character was interesting, Dragon Chase was cool and had a fun story, and had a great ending. Holds this film back is a damp look. Like Half-Blood Prince, it didn't fit the movie. The romantic subplot was interesting, the whole segment involving the school dance. And although it had a fun story, it shouldn't have been 2.5 hours, but still good. And number 6 is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. The first in the prequel series that tries to recapture the previous film. Decent film to start off with. Eddie Redmayne's Newt Scamander easily steals the show, and his character is a nice reintroduction to this world, and his dynamic with the other characters is great, especially Dan Fogler as Kowalski. Analysis. The new characters they add are cute and fun, and they play around with them a lot, and is overall a good movie. The problem with this movie that it does suffer from a lot of the prequel tropes, like trying to set up / tie into other movies. It was also way too long, and some characters could have used more screen time, but a good starting off point, or only wish the sequel was as good. Coming in number 5 is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. This installment has some of the most iconic scenes of the series. The car chase over the Hogwarts Express to all the creepy spiders. The film has some of the best atmosphere out of any Harry Potter film, and wasn't afraid to get dark. And some of the magic they use is some of the most creative out of the series. The problems are that some of the side characters weren't needed, and some characters got written out of the film for no reason, but still, it's a really good movie. Coming in at number 4 is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. This first half of the epic conclusion to the story was way better than I was expecting. Even though it was no Infinity War, as in terms of Part 1 movies go, it's better than Allegiant or Mockingjay Part 1. It has an interesting story, good action scenes, and the fact that they brought living characters back from the previous installments was nice to see, and it does tie up some loose ends. The problems with this movie, some character motivations make no sense, some boring things, and could have used more Voldemort, but it was way better than it had the right to be. Coming in at number 3 is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. This installment was a definite surprise for how good it was. There was a lot of character moments, lines, and scenes that are some of the best in the series, from the crazy double-decker bus to the Expecto Patronum line, the most famous line for a spell. The biggest strength are how it develops Harry and his past, and his relationship with Sirius Black, the title character, played well by Gary Oldman. It also introduces a lot of interesting concepts as well. What holds this film back is some of the effects are dated, especially when they use this spell against the Dementors, and there are some plot holes when a certain aspect gets introduced, but a really good movie overall. Coming in number 2 is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. This has the most engaging story of all the movies in my opinion, and was one of the few installments that was appropriately long. The characters are developed really well, has great villains, and a solid conclusion. The only problems I have are there should have been more dynamic amongst the students when they start training behind the main villain lady's back. I forgot what her name was, sorry. And could have had better cinematography, and some characters felt unneeded or not needed enough. But overall, this was a really good installment, but the best film in the series coming in number 1 is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. This is the best installment in the series, and the one I consider to be great. This is an epic conclusion to the story and these characters. The action is great, the film ties up a lot of the loose ends of the previous movie, even back to the first film, and it's done really well. And Ralph Fiennes was a great and menacing villain as Voldemort. Every character gets to do something and has their moment. The only problems I have have the movie is that it's too long and some stuff feels too repetitive, and I wish Final Fight was more intense, but a great ending to the saga. That's the list. Leave your rank of the Harry Potter series down below. I would love to see your thoughts, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. I'm Comic Book Movie Fan Productions, signing out.